3 months ago we did the review of the DJI mic and I was kind of satisfied, but today I'm gonna tell you why 3 months later I'm super excited about this mic and you definitely should get one. Let's go. 3 months ago we were in the middle of filming the reviews for the Mavic 3, the Action 2, so we got this just in between and we took it out of the box, made the review, but we did not have the real time to check it out, test it, play with the levels, the gains and everything. Right now guys, 3 months later, we tested this to the limit and honestly we're in love with it. And look at this video is being filmed with a DJI mic. No more Sennheiser, no more expensive mics. Here's why. Hey, back in the studio I wanted to talk about a few not so good things about this kind of mics, and again I'm super in love with this thing. Actually there's one video that I want to highlight where this thing was at its full potential. It showed how amazing it was. It was super windy like here, and still the amazing sound that we got from that day. We're gonna compare them. No more talking, let's go inside. But yeah, talking about the bed, you know what this is? Yeah, probably younger ages don't know this. These are batteries, this kind of batteries. I've bought about 300 million batteries this last couple or 3 years for this mic, and it's terrible. First of all, they are not cheap. I mean, you can buy some cheap ones, but then you rely entirely on the quality of the battery. And honestly, you get normal ones, but you're spending money on this, and it's one extra thing that you always have to carry because you don't know if this thing is gonna drain the battery down right at the moment that you're gonna be filming the best shot. And yeah, I know there are some rechargeable batteries and everything, but you know, I have enough gear already that I must think of charging, and I just would like to avoid this kind of thing on a microphone. Plus, there's also the risk that when there's low battery, this mic start doing crazy and strange stuff and noises and cuttings and stuff. I just don't like it. And then, of course, the cable. I mean, look at this. It's one of the worst parts of this mic because this cable is always to go into my shirt or underneath my hoodie or so. It always gets stuck somewhere, you know, in my body, and you know, there's one thing that I would like to avoid also in the future. Another thing is, I mean, look at the size of these things. They're not the smallest one. Yeah, you can fit them in your pocket, but the problem about fitting stuff in your pocket is always you have these antennas and the cables, they start, you know, folding. It's not the best thing. So why not having them smaller? I mean, if I can dream, I can say it, right? Plus, there's the weight, of course, of this thing too, that when you're filming with a gimbal or, you know, a Ronin or whatever, you have to stabilize your camera with this thing on top of it. And of course my part as a host of this channel is to have one of these at the side of my pocket, and at some point you see that in the videos, you see the cable run. And finally the worst part of this thing, but this is also a fault of my camera, the one that I'm filming with, this system has no output to listen to what you're actually filming. So it's happened already a few times, and when I say a few times, it's many times, that you start recording, you didn't see that the battery just ran dead, and then you start doing those great shots, and when you're home you're like, and I'm like, I want to die. I'll have to do this with a voiceover. Now let's talk about the good points of the DJI mics, because after 3 months, honestly, there are a bunch of them, and this video is just for that. The first one is, of course, look at this case. I mean, the case is just smaller with both mics than one of these two that I had right here. Well, it's not actually smaller, but you get the point, right? Plus, it charges constantly your microphones and your receiver. So this is something good because this is one less thing that you gotta care normally when you do your backpack. I mean, you charge it at night and forget about it. The ease of use, how easy is that to use? When we got it, you know, when we review products, sometimes we don't have the manuals and we gotta improvise a little bit, and we didn't need anything for this one. It was, you know, open it up, take it out the box, attach it to my awesome body, and then it was working. How easy is that? Plus, you gotta understand that cameras, gimbals, they have evolved so much that we were missing something like this. Because for us videographers, filmmakers, especially the ones that are on the go constantly, the easier you make our life, the better, because, you know, we gotta be quick, we gotta be always doing fast things. So this is really a relief. The third thing is, of course, the versatility of this thing. You have two mics, which means that you can be simultaneously recording an interview with two people, or you can have some external sound when you attach it to your camera if you just want to, listen to the birds. Plus, you can use it as a magnet, or you can attach it to your hoodie like I'm doing it right now. Plus, you just have to open this case and it starts working. You don't have to turn on anything, you don't have to tweak any buttons. It's amazing. Plus, this thing does a few things that we did not have before. For example, that backup track, when it records, a second track with -6 dB, just in case for whatever reason you screw the whole thing, there's a backup track which will save eventually your project. Let's make a quick test for you guys. You're listening to the mic A. Can you guess which one it is? And right now you're listening to the B mic. Can you guess if this one is the DJI mic or was it the A mic? Let me know in the comments, pause the video. I know you're not doing this, but at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you if you were right or wrong. Summing up, guys, after all these tests, we found the sweet spot of this mic, and it's simply professional quality. We don't need anything else. I'm not going back from this to any other device for sure. And I've been completely honest, guys. I mean, we were on a top mic, Sennheiser. It was expensive, it was good, so I never actually thought that I would be jumping into something like, less professional or less good. But in this case, even if it's less than half the price, we're still maintaining that pro sound. Well, guys, to finish off this video, I've got to tell you, we've been working with DJI products for almost a decade now, and we knew they were not gonna let us down. If they're jumping onto sound and audio products, you know what I mean. They're not gonna release a bad and cheap mic, right? So look at this and tell me this is not good and beautiful, and it works like professional audio system. So nothing really else to say, guys. This was our honest opinion on a product. If you don't agree, let me know in the comments. We can have a fight. I'll punch you like this, and nothing really else to say. I hope that you enjoyed. Leave the thumb, and always remember to keep calm and talk UAV. Let's make a quick test for you guys. You're listening. Hello, guys. See? Right now. Hey. No peta.